You probably heard the term balance sheet somewhere in a conversation, and like me, you just nodded along, pretending to know what these guys were talking about. After watching this video, you, my friend, will be on the road of fully understanding the balance sheet, and soon you will be kicking some ass, baby. But hey, be nice. Before we talk about the balance sheet, let's define what is an asset. An asset is anything of value that can be converted into cash. So cash is an asset. Other examples would be a computer, a car, a house, you name it. Now suppose you really would like to buy a Ferrari that costs $100,000. The problem is that you only have $70,000. Here comes your best friend Sarah. She is willing to lend you $30,000. Before you bought the car and before borrowing money, your balance sheet looked like this. You had $70,000 of cash, and we've agreed upon this, that this is an asset. So $70,000 worth of cash, and basically this cash is your own equity. You own this cash. So 70,000 would also be equity. Your liabilities were zero. You didn't owe money to anybody. Now after you borrowing 30,000 from Sarah, your balance sheet becomes $100,000 worth of cash because your cash now increased from 70,000 to 100. But now your liabilities went up $30,000 and your equity is still the same, $70,000, what you basically own, net of your liabilities. Now you're ready and you go to the car dealership and buy the Ferrari by paying $100,000. Now your cash has a zero balance. But hey, you've got a Ferrari worth $100,000 and it is sitting in your on your assets, right? Because you basically own it. Your liabilities is still the same, 30,000, and your equity is still the same, 70,000, because the Ferrari is not entirely yours. You must pay the $30,000 liabilities so that you would have it entirely for yourself. Suppose you inherited from your grandpa $200,000. Now look what happens to your balance sheet. Now cash went up from zero to $200,000, and the Ferrari, nothing changes to that Ferrari from the inheritance, so it stays at its value of $100,000. Your liabilities is still the same, so $30,000 worth of liabilities, and your equity now went from $70,000 to $270,000 because this money is entirely yours. Now you decided to pay Sarah $20,000. Look what happens to your balance sheet. Now your cash drops by $20,000, so it goes from $200,000 to $180,000, and your liabilities drop from $30,000 to $10,000. Your Ferrari is still the same and your equity is still the same, and check the formula, it still balances. Suppose now you would like to invest in Apple company. You decided to purchase thousands Apple stocks for their current market price of $160 because you have positive expectations for the company's future performance. So the total money of the investment is 1,000 Apple stocks multiplied by 160 per share, and you come up with $160,000 is the money that you need to pay in order for you to get thousands Apple stocks. Now before the investment, your balance sheet looked like this. You had cash worth of $180,000 sitting on your assets, and your Ferrari still has the same value of $100,000. Your liabilities is $10,000 and you have $270,000 sitting on your equity. Now, after you purchased 160,000 worth of Apple stocks and you paid cash, your cash now drops from 180,000 to 20,000. But you've got a new item on your assets, which is the investment in the Apple stocks. So this investment is worth 160,000 and your Ferrari has the same value of 100,000. Your liabilities are the same, 10,000, and your equity is still the same of 270,000. Congratulations! Now you are ready to dive into greater details with regard to the balance sheet, and you will soon be able to not only understand financial statements, but to also reasonably predict what the company's future performance might look like. Thank you for watching and sticking up till the end of the video. If you found the video useful, please press the like button and subscribe to my channel to continue our financial journey. And bye-bye now.